Wendy Morton, CrossFit JAX. This is lesson 13 on managing multiple skill levels within a class. I picked workout number 1 with the squat cleans and the handstand walk. And the skill that I wanted to progress for you today is the handstand walk. So in all of my bus stop progressions, I'm always looking for a neutral spine, a stable midline, and an active shoulder. All my athletes are going to begin with holding a plank, and we can hold that plank on toes, knees, or even use a box if we need to. In addition to that neutral spine, stable midline, active shoulder, I'm looking to see if my athletes can hold their shoulder, elbow, wrist in a straight line. And my qualifier is going to be find something that we can hold for at least 20 seconds at a time. From there, our next bus stop is going to be the plank shoulder taps at a steady pace. I'm looking to see, can you now begin to shift your weight from hand to hand? I'm also watching for the excessive rocking of the hips. Can you keep that midline nice and stable? Qualifier there is going to be a 30-second time trial. Can you achieve about 20-ish reps? From there, we're going to move on to the bear crawl. So now we're in a slightly inverted position. Still looking for that neutral spine, that stable midline, that active shoulder, and now our shoulder is somewhat open. So as our hips are high, can you shift your weight from hand to hand with those high hips? As we're bear crawling, I'm also watching for some tight hamstring limitation, people, and possibly some knees caving in, excessive rocking of the hips. We're going to do one 25-foot pass in a minute or faster. And if that's going to be your scale for today, for the workout, I'm going to have you do 2 25-foot passes for the first set, 2 25-foot passes for the second set, 1 25-foot pass for the third set, and 1 25-foot pass for that last set. Just nice and easy for all my beginners to understand what they need to do for their bear crawls. Now moving on to those intermediate athletes, the first skill that we're going to attempt is kicking up with control into a handstand at the wall. So want to see that those elbows are straight right at the start and that we can lightly bring our feet to the wall. So I don't want you kicking up with bent elbows and slamming the feet and then pressing out. Can you show me what we call a gymnasty handstand at the wall? Now I'm looking for that fully open shoulder with no bend in the elbows, watching to make sure those ribs don't flare out, which can create that excessive back arch. And I'm also looking to see, are your feet roughly in line with your shoulders? We're going to do a 15-second hold with a 15-second rest. We're going to repeat that one more time. And if that's your bus stop for today, then I really want you to work on just 15 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And for the workout, you would repeat that 5 times for the first round or set, then descending for 3, and then 2 for that final handstand walk set. Now we're moving on to shoulder taps in a handstand at the wall. I'm really focusing as you shift your weight onto one hand that there's absolutely no bend in that elbow, the shoulder staying open, the ribs are down, no excessive back arch. And again, we're going to do a 15-second time trial. How many taps can you achieve? If you are able to achieve 4 taps in that 15 seconds, I'd probably make a rep scheme of 10 first round, descending down to 4 to the last round for you for today. If you were able to achieve 6, I'd probably start you at 15 for the first round, going to 12, 10, and then 6. If you were able to achieve 8, I'd start you at 20 on down. So I just have some of those rep schemes in my pocket that I can easily hand off to my athletes. Now we're moving away from the wall and into handstands out on the floor. Again, neutral spine, stable midline, open and active shoulder, no bend in elbows, tucked ribs. I want to see, can you safely kick up, hold a handstand away from the wall, and safely kick back down? Don't want athletes crashing into one another. And if you can do that, can you begin to shift your weight from hand to hand? And if you can shift your weight, can you walk those hands slightly forward? So building on all of those skills with 3 max attempts for my first bus stop for my more advanced athletes. And now we're getting to that RX athlete with perhaps the RX distance. And so I have some timestamps for them based on this workout. With the handstand walk and the squat cleans, we want to achieve the workout in 10 to 15 minutes. So for the very first handstand walk, I do want you to achieve that 100 feet or whatever max distance you can achieve in 2.5 minutes or faster. And I want that first round completed in about 5 minutes or faster. That 75-foot handstand walk in 2 minutes or faster, finishing the second round in around 9-ish minutes. That 50-foot handstand walk in 90 seconds or faster, that third round finished like 13 to 13:30, and then finishing that last handstand walk in 30 to 45 seconds and finding that, or faster, finding that 14-minute or faster stimulus for today. For my RX athletes, I may ask them to just go ahead and put those timestamps on a whiteboard near their barbell as soon as we're going to start with that 2.5-minute handstand walk. I'm not going to let them spend any more time on that. Let's go ahead and move on to the squat cleans. They finish that first round of squat cleans. Just look down at your whiteboard, look up at the clock, figure out how long that you have to achieve the next handstand walk distance, because I do want everybody to find that 15 minutes or faster stimulus for today. So I found this really rewarding. Thank you for including this in this time around's curriculum. So yeah, thank you.